Hello everyone. Before I begin, I want to make a quick little one to remind everyone that I am using a voice changer. Now, I know this video was scheduled, for I think August 5th, 4 a.m. PST, but actually, this is that was just that way there was, I think someone joined right as I scheduled it. I apologize to that person. But this was actually made roughly 2 hours after or 2 hours plus after I showed off my 15 level Find Kevin's Hideout death run. So I made, oops, showing on the map. I was updating that map, so quick apologies. As you can see, it says Zone Wars in progress, and I just realized I didn't press apply, so it doesn't show the title. But no, I spent the last 2 hours plus creating a Weeping Woods Zone Wars. Which is essentially just a Zone Wars map in Weeping Woods, except not really. You'll see why. However, I want to explain the reason why I'm making so many non-death run maps. So, as you guys know, pretty recently I finished my Find Kevin's Hideout death run, and two things happened while I was doing that. First, I had a short amount of time to build that because I wanted to put it out as soon as possible, so it wasn't a very good map. And second of all, I realized that I just don't have any new death run ideas right now. So I decided I might as well build maybe a couple Zone Wars map, maybe a couple of maps that, I don't really make, like non-death run maps, to just let myself rest from building a ton of death runs and hopefully give me some new ideas and inspire me to make better death runs. So, as you can see, there's a lot of area that isn't covered by forest. I spent two plus hours placing trees, and I don't want to place any more than what I'm doing right here. And B, I think it looks actually rather realistic to have gaps in the trees. But if you look like this, you can see just how much I placed. And I placed every single tree individually. So I spent some time on this. Now, I am going to put the code in the description, but as you can see, there is no code. I don't have a code quite yet. I wanted to do it live, simply because I don't normally do that. And, I'll put out the bio in the description. The reason why I'm just doing this while I'm talking is because as few clearings as possible is better. Now, I am actually going to show off a test of this map first, and I want to show you that, or I actually want to see if the zone is as bad as it was when I first did a test, because it actually sent the circle out of bounds because of a setting I put on. I wanted to see just how insane I could make this map, and let me tell you, I made it very crazy. So let me just quickly go Weeping Woods Zone Wars, and I'm actually going to put that Z capitalized. Now, I'm probably not going to upload this to Drop Night right away, like I normally do, simply because I need a bit of a break. Now I'm going to back it up. I just today uploaded like 10 maps to Drop Night, so I really need a break. But let me explain this map. So there are 10 players and 10 teams, because this is a solo Zone Wars. So let me actually add that to the title while it's kind of on my mind. You have a whole bunch of, so basically you get out, and everyone has the same loadout as well. I want to mention that as well. I'm saying as well a lot, but yeah. Everyone has the same loadout. You guys all start in these things. Now, it takes 10 seconds for everything to load up, just to kind of start the zone as quickly as possible. And everyone gets the same kind of loadout with a whole bunch of trees. Now, it's impossible to kill someone off the start. I made certain of that with a whole bunch of trees. And the reason why you see trees kind of stacked on top of each other is just because normally forests wouldn't be straight, rigid lines. So I wanted to incorporate that into my death run. Now, as you can see, there are a couple of shrubs, a couple of lily pads, and then a couple of actually pretty big bushes, and then a couple of regular sized bushes. So watch out for those. Now, there is no out of bounds, and this zone can go out of bounds. So, oh yeah, and it also moves a ton. So yeah, you're more than likely going to have to find people in this storm. So watch out for that. You're probably, if anyone gets to the final zone, I'll be very surprised because I set this zone to be a movement zone. I mean, it is very hard to hit the final zone. But yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of gaps. I'm sorry, I'm just not up to doing any more. So let me quickly back it up and add a little bit more trees while I continue talking. So yeah, now there are 8 total zones, not including the storm forming. So it's pretty long. I really wanted people to kind of die off before the zone comes. And the reason why there's only 10 players is because, actually I'm probably going to increase it to 30, no, I'm going to keep it at 10. Sorry. Reason why there's only 10 players, I don't know why I just thought about increasing it randomly. Anyways, reason why there's 10 players is because this is supposed to be like a whole best of the best kind of thing. And it's supposed to be simultaneously very quick, a lot of running, a lot of movement, and very hard to find people within this forest. So that was kind of my thought process as I made this. Once again, this is more of me kind of experimenting with what I can do and what I can endure building a Zone Wars map. You're going to see probably at least 2 or 3 more Zone Wars maps before the year is out, maybe more, as I kind of struggle to build a giant, as I kind of struggle to get out a whole bunch of maps and make maps that are just continuously better and better. Now a couple of the areas I do want to mention are kind of not kind of wild, like this area right here, and there's 1 or 2 other areas where they're all placed in a straight line. That was intentional, just to kind of throw a wrench in it, because why not? And I'm going to quickly place some trees because this area's got too much sunlight. Now there are 2 ways to play this map. You can either play this map up in the sky, above the tree line, or you can play it under the trees. Either way is a viable option. However, glider redeploy is on. Jump fatigue and glider redeploy are on. So it is a viable strategy just to glider redeploy in to the zone. Now, as I kind of finish adding a whole bunch of trees, I'm going to go and show you what the what it looks like. All right, I think that's more than enough. Of course, I have to place 2 more just to place 2 more. All right, so let's take a look at what the trees look like. So I'm going to back this up, and let's begin. So I'm just going to start the game, and as you can see, all you can see is the trees, and this one actually has a nice view of a rock. So storm's going to form after 30 seconds. You have to wait 10 seconds before all the weapons load. So my advice is to head over to here to the ammo and just start collecting. Now you only get about 600 bullets for heavy, which you don't really need, light, which again you don't really need, and regular ammo. However, you do have a building cap of 2,000, so you can get a lot of builds. And here, as you can see, the zone is not in my favor. However, you do have a grappler for worst case scenarios, and I'm going to quickly sort my loot. Alright, so it'll load up, but you actually get more meat if you want it. As you can see, more meat. And I'm going to grab some more slurp fishes, and then I'm going to run. Now, this first zone is very quick. However, the zones do get a bit shorter. And what you want to do is if you start running, you want to take openings like this one, which are actually a lot bigger than they look when you're building them, to kind of get up and start moving. Now, how I would play it is I'd build up a bit, and then I'd rotate into the trees. Unfortunately, sometimes that'll happen where you just get caught in the trees, and then take the next spot to kind of do the same thing. However, you can very easily get stuck in the trees. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can also so you can also harvest the trees if need be. I believe I have it as creative. I think I have it on creative harvesting, which is why you get so much materials. But here, you really want those materials. And this also means that you want to burn a ton of wood, because you don't need, or because you can replenish it very easily. It is impossible to replenish your metal, but you can replenish stone. And as you can see, that zone comes very quickly. Now, you can't check the mini-map, unfortunately. However, I might make it to where you can check the mini-map, and you'll just see the scores each round. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. And as you can see, the first kind of official zone, or the second zone if you want, is 2 minutes long, and it's a huge rotation, or it's a long rotation, sorry. I think it's about 1.5 minutes to rotate. But as these zones kind of start getting bigger and bigger, you're going to go from 1.5 minutes of rotation time to 15 seconds. And I'm sorry, but that's not going to be enough. And this zone right now deals a damage per second. It eventually hits 15 damage per second. Now, the only healing items you have are meat and slurp fishes. So heal offs are kind of hard. There's not like any campfires or anything that can make a very easy heal off. I'm going to quickly build that just to kind of give myself best opportunity. And here, as you can see, it's a pretty big zone, and you're not really going to find a lot of people here. This is a map where you are going to see a lot of people go down to the zone, either because they were hiding and they were unable to reach the zone, or they just couldn't find each other and died to the zone. So you really want to save, and that's actually part of the reason why I gave you both meat and slurp fish. You really want to play smart here. This is not a map where you just sweat out, because it is all too easy to just get lost in the trees, which is why I place so many trees. However, you want to be careful with the clearings, because there are a lot of them. Not very big clearings for the most part, but there are some. Now let's see how long this zone is as it kind of runs down. So as you can see, it's 1 minute long, and I'm kind of staying with the zone. Actually, not really. The zone's beating me out. But yeah, I'm going to glide a redeploy here, and I'm going to reset my builds while I'm doing it. Actually, I want ramps. So yeah, as you can see, you kind of lose momentum as you're heading towards the as you're heading into the trees, because you'll knock into the trees. And I just lagged. That's not good. But yeah, as you can see, not really a good clearing area here. Here's a good clearing, so I want to kind of build up while I can. Oh, screwed up there. Here I am. So I'm in the zone. I'm just going to build myself up. As you can see, I am not very good at building, which is why I do creative maps, even though I do BR. So I'm just going to quickly harvest a tree if I can reach one without breaking my own build. Going to quickly harvest up. There's a bit more. And as you can see, it's gone crazy. So you're now kind of moving here, through here. And these zones can very easily go out of bounds. I designed that on purpose. So, like, this zone could very easily be on the very edge of the out of bounds area, and you can't go out of bounds. So that kind of forces your hand. You got to play it smart from here. Let me just build up there. As you can see, I'm above the tree line. I'm probably going to do a glider rotation, and this, from here on out, these zones are actually pretty quick. They're normally about 1.5 minutes to 40 seconds, both waiting and moving. So you really have to go, and the minimum amount of movement is like 100 meters. So it can go very far. As you can see, it is just a speed demon. And of course I lag out. Okay, what is going on with my lag? Oh my god. Okay, so I just had really crappy lag, and that screwed me up here. I'm going to get chunked by the zone because of the lag. Okay, I can't even move. And this happens all the time because I have really bad Wi-Fi, a really bad Wi-Fi connection. But yeah, as you can see, it is all the way over here. So I'm going to glide in, if I even can. This could very well be out of bounds. It is. So yeah, as you can see, this zone is impossible to do. So I'm just going to try to get up the cliff and start moving to the next zone, because I think I can probably survive. And this is why I said you really don't want to use, or you really don't want to use your this is why you have meat, and this is why you really don't want to use your heals, because you got cracked. As you can see, I'm now clear, so I'm gonna run in before immediately getting swallowed by the second zone. And yeah, I told you that it really moves fast. That's intentional. I wanted this to be a game or a zone wars where you have to fight each other as much as you're fighting the storm. So as you can see, this is now chunking 5 damage, and I'm not going to win this match right here. I mean, I'm barely going to get anywhere because of the fact that these zones are moving so fast. So as you can see, it is just a freaking speed demon. And the zone's just moving right by me. So there we go. As you can see, I was unable to survive the zone because it moves so fast. Now I'm actually going to change it to where you can see the map, simply because I feel like it'll be a lot easier. And I definitely made this difficult. Like I got the storm bug, didn't I? So yeah, the victory is you're a sweat. The defeat says you're not a sweat, because of the fact that you were able to survive. Or sorry, because of the fact that it's nearly impossible to survive unless you're a sweat. Alright, anyways, HUD info type. What is it? Creature elimination score. Round status. Nah, I'm just gonna do none. Alright, I don't really care for HUD info. Yeah, let's do cumulative. And it's going to be overview map. So I'm gonna back it up. Now let's so as you can see, this is the map that I made, and now you kind of see why I have so many openings in the map. It's that way people can actually build up, because there are certain areas where it's almost impossible to build up. And yeah, like I said, either strat is viable, either building above the canopy or just running. Both of those are viable strategies. There is no true winning strategy that I've seen, because the zone, it's really about fighting off the zone more than fighting off the other players. I mean, sure, you're gonna have to deal with players, but if you can defeat the zone, you're gonna win. And that's why you kind of you don't really want to pick fights in this map. You want to be the kind of person who sits back and hides in the trees. And there are also a couple of huge bushes as well. I made some pretty big bushes. So that's another thing that you can do. So take advantage of these of the tree line and the bushes, because they will help you win. If you just ignore them and say, oh, I'm gonna do my own thing, that's probably where you're gonna lose. Just giving you guys a heads up. Or sorry, not I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna go and eliminate everyone and be a giant sweat. That's probably how you're gonna lose. This is playing smarter, not harder. I'm actually gonna remove that tree because of the lily pad. This is playing smarter, not harder. This is pretty much the definition of that, where you're moving to the zone and you're simply surviving. And you do want to be in the zone as much, or out of the zone as much as possible, even when it's moving, because there are times that it'll probably come down to one tick, and that one tick is you trying to get to the next zone like I did, instead of running back to the other zone. Alright, so I think that looks good. I've added a couple more, or I've cut out a couple more canopy spaces. There's still plenty left. I'm going to do the final backup before I publish. Now, hopefully you guys don't get as bad as lag as I did, because that also contributed to me taking storm damage. I could have probably lasted about 10 seconds longer. Now, it's time to officially publish this. As you can see, Weeping Wood Zone Wars solo. I'm going to say this is a solo Zone Wars. Now, unfortunately, I can't say everything I want to say. Actually, I don't want to say that. This is a 10-player, 10-team Zone Wars. Now, there isn't really any way to cheat here, unlike most of my maps. So I'm not going to mention anything about not cheating. Forest animals lent us this area. Oops, typing too fast there. Telling us to crap. Much as possible. And kind of funny that Kevin map, the 15 level Find Kevin's Hideout map, has the same middle four digits to actually eliminate each other. But how much do I have left? Okay, I should have enough. Alright, let's see. How much do I have left? Alright, I don't think I'll have enough. 4, 5. I'm short. Alright. Oh well. So I'm gonna say crazy zone. I don't think I'll have enough for this. That's the one thing that I have issues with, is that titles are only 40. I wish it were like 60 or even 80. Alright, so that looks good. Weeping Wood Zone Wars. This is a 10 player, 10 team Zone Wars, which is solos. The forest critters. Forgot to add critters there. Alright, that's fine. You know what? I'm actually gonna change that. Because that's unnecessary. This is a 1 player, 1 team. Per team. And I probably didn't change, or I probably gave myself like no space at all. I don't think I even changed anything. Okay, so I think I just moved things around. Alright. I think that's good for now. I'm gonna publish it. Hopefully I won't have any issues. I don't think I should have any issues. I didn't. Okay, so it's 1034-1661-2808. That is very similar to another one of my maps. Or to my Peaceful 1v1, that middle one. Instead of 1221, it's... Okay. You guys get it anyways. So I'm going to copy the island code, so that way I can pick it up real fast. I'm going to quickly put the map description down. So, map code in the description. But yeah, I'm probably going to do like maybe 1 or 2 more Zone Wars maps. Different from this one, but just me experimenting at the very least. I will definitely have a Christmas death run out. But yeah, I just needed a break from death runs. Honestly, I've built so many of them, and my 31 level, 50 level, and then the 10 level warm up, or the 26 level summer adventure death runs, all had issues with creativity. So I need to take a break. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more creative, or I'll be able to have some fresh ideas for a new death run. Because I'll probably try to make one in like October or something. Here's hoping to that, and here's also hoping that I don't go insane. But yeah, I'm probably next going to build I don't really know about a box fight map. I mean, I just don't really... I honestly hate box fights. I don't mind zone wars that much, but in case you couldn't tell, I hate both of them. I hate zone wars a little bit less than I hate box fights. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do a couple more zone wars maps. I might dabble in box fights. I might make a couple of like creative maps. I'm probably not going to do another racing map. I think Club and Corner is going to be the only one that I make. And yeah, just a quick reminder, even though this came out at 4 a.m. PST, this is only made about between 2 and 3 hours after the, this video, was uploaded about 2 to 3 hours after the 15 level Find Kevin's Hideout death run came out. And like I said, this took me about between 2 and 3 hours to make, and I hate it. I just hated making this map, and I really hope people play this map because I really want to see people rage at the zones. I mean, that's the only way it's going to be worth making this map. So yeah, thank you guys all for watching. I hope to see you guys next time when I build a new map. And oh yeah, if you're new to this channel and you've either just seen my Assassin's Creed videos, or you've just seen this video because you're looking for a new Zone Wars map to play, or maybe maybe you're just kind of checking out my videos, be sure to check out my other ones. I do Assassin's Creed videos, one upload a day, and they're all in 2 playlists, easy to find. I do one death run per day, and in case you guys didn't know, I have them pre-recorded up until December 20th, but I might move the day back because there's hopefully Marek Gamer 29, I hope I pronounced that right, I'm really sorry if I'm not, has his map out before December 20th. I'm pretty sure he will, and when that map comes out, I am playing it, and then I'll just schedule whatever death run I had out for that day back to December whenever. So yeah, I think that's everything. Sorry for the crappy commentary, sorry for all the ums and everything else. I hope you guys really enjoy playing this map. I really hope you guys rage on the zones. I'm not gonna lie, this map was meant for people to rage on. Once again, please enjoy and tell me some of the strategies that you've come up with. And I hope your maps don't go out of the zone, or don't go out of the map too much. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.